New babies are coming to the BANBAN kindergarten, and with these awesome sculptures they will be more tender and monstrous than ever. Hi everyone, I'm Winnie, the yellow cat. And I was very scared the last time I was at BANBAN's kindergarten. I really don't think there can be a cute version of the monsters that live in this disturbing place, right, Plastic? Oh, of course it can, Winnie. Now the baby Jumbo Josh appears on the scene. Although he's a small infant, is almost over a meter tall, being the tallest of the entire group. And don't forget that his most representative characteristic is his tremendous strength, although at this moment it could be compared to that of a normal adult person. That's true, Will. He still doesn't realize how strong his movements can be when playing. And that's not the only dangerous thing, because with a single blow he can break you a bone. But before we continue, don't forget to subscribe. This is gonna be very adorable. And also, his tall stature serves to distract the people around him, so that no one realizes that the children have been kidnapped and taken to the deepest part of the kindergarten. There is a theory that tells us that these babies exist because they could be clones. It means that the evil scientists have a copy of each member of the BANBAN gang in different sizes and ages, resulting this time in their friendly form of babies. And now we have the leader of this mini band, the fearsome red demon BANBAN, who with two birthday party hats tried to hide these two horns. Also had a curious smile that makes him look friendly and willing to help us. But we already know that these monsters enjoy catching defenseless children, although we don't know for what purposes. Well, for a childish version of the red demon, we can see a little boy who is very playful and aware of everything that happens around him. So he was impulsive behavior and he's very restless. Also, it's quite hard to always get those two party hats covering his prominent horns. Just a big challenge. He also wears a diaper because he still can go to the bathroom on his own, but even in this tender form, he's already a recognized leader, telling others what game they can play and what rules they must not break. Of course, yes, Winnie. Well, from this stage in his life, BANBAN is already learning how to be a respected leader, as he hopes to one day become the principal of the kindergarten. Also, he spends a lot of time with a little white demon who has two horns on her head just like him. Also, this girl agrees with everything he does, always watching every step he takes. Ha 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 ha! Now, continuing with our characters, we have the charming Bambalina, and she's a little white demon who is asked to wear a big pink bow to hide those two horns coming out of her head. But she also wears a diaper since it's very common that while she's playing, she forgets to go to the bathroom. Furthermore, she's always obeying the orders of the little red demon because she feels a certain attraction to him, and when he's not present, she takes care of all the instructions of her beloved leader while she's playing with her adorable doll. That's right, Plastivo. You'll see that we can create with the help of our great sculptor Jorge a not so evil version of each of these characters. Well, our idea of creating them as little monsters originates from one of many experiments, while scientists try to figure out how to return them to their normal form. Well, for the moment, these babies are left in different areas of the kindergarten to observe how they interact with the other children there. Now let's start with Opila bird, but first let me ask you something. Can you imagine a little bird fresh out of its shell with a small beak and just enough strength to open its eyes for the first time? Well, then you're right, because for now, she doesn't have that uncomfortable and obsessive look that seems to enter the bottom of your soul. So for now, she can't hurt anyone. Her wings barely have contact with the air, since the shell from which she emerged served as a refuge and also was a barrier against inclement weather. Besides, can change you as she will in her adult phase, since it's the first time her little legs have supported her weight. It even seems like she's gonna fall at any moment. However, once she starts to stand up and play with the children in this place, Opila befriended a girl named Claire, whom she tricked into taking her to another area of the kindergarten, where there were some passageways, but what Opila doesn't realize is that a boy saw them and assumed that Claire will never return. Now our next sculpture is about the popular Sheriff Toadster, who is a frog wearing a hat and a bat on his chest, which is a gold star, and we can probably think that this star and his sheriff name refer to someone who will be in charge of doing justice and catching the bad guys. But definitely, as we have already mentioned, appearances can be deceiving, as we shouldn't trust anyone in this place. But before that happens, this smiling frog has a small diaper and hat, since in his baby version he cannot wear a normal size hat because it simply wouldn't fit him and will block all his vision. Unfortunately, his head is still very small. In addition, the Gibanian running through his veins causes certain reactions, and we need to remember that this character is one of the last to appear, probably because those scientists have figured out how to make sure clone subjects don't become so troublesome and have bouts of aggression. That's right, Plasti, but like other characters, he gives us a very meaningful message. Treat others how you would like to be treated, with respect. But we already know that the messages of these diabolical characters are usually fishy, because throughout the game they are always looking for a way to hurt us. Our next baby is Captain Fiddles. He is a little monster who spends his time playing and discovering how things work around him. However, at this stage he already wants to give many hugs with those extraordinary arms, and he still doesn't have enough strength to be able to smash you, so the hug he gives as a baby is very affectionate and with a lot of love, while in his mouth he has a small smile where you can barely see some little fangs. This little monster is very persistent in his idea of giving hugs, so once he has decided who will be the lucky one to receive his love, he will follow him constantly and insistently. Captain Fiddles and our next baby are used both as friendly distractors, so the other children couldn't realize that someone has entered this place. Now we are with the baby version of Nap Nap, the most savage spider of all. But before continuing, subscribe to the channel and comment which version of these cute babies is being your favorite. And let's remember that this little monster isn't scary as he will be in his adult form. At the moment, his legs are very weak and small, as well as his tender little eyes. And while he's looking at us surprised, we can also see some small fangs sticking out of his mouth. So of course, Nap Nap can catch big prey. And finally, his skin color is very similar to the tone of cobalt blue, due to the side effects that Gibanium has unfortunately caused him. It's a character very scary, Plasti, but although in his adult form Nap Nap will be a terrifying and deadly monster, at this stage of his life he spends his time playing with other children who still don't realize how different and dangerous he can be, and little by little this tender blue boy begins to stand out from the rest of the other infants. Exactly, Winnie, and the truth is that other children treated him differently and made fun of him because of the shape of his body. His arachnid form is scary and everyone considers him very strange, since he has the ability to walk on walls. So he has become the target of cruel jokes and is always mistreated by others in this kindergarten. Finger Flynn is the next one, who also as a baby serves as an adorable distraction, so his little friends can go deeper and deeper into the underground corridors. But let's remember that this character is a jellyfish, and in his baby form he's a very cute one, although we must not forget that the jellyfish tentacles are poisonous regardless of how old they are. But he's at an early stage in his life, so these tentacles or arms don't have enough venom to cause you great harm.
Even so, if you touch him, a slight irritation will appear on your skin. At this stage, our little friend that is shaped like an umbrella has a huge and tender eye, which allows him to visualize everything that happens around him in such a way that he is a perfect spy and witnesses all the disturbing events that occur in this kindergarten. Let's not trust the next baby either, which will be Slow Celine, a little yellow snail who is always smiling and also has a pair of googly eyes, which, to be honest, looks a bit creepy. And also, the Gibanium caused terrible side effects for this baby. It is very painful to imagine that our eyes have been separated from our body, as well as having a creepy shape and being able to climb walls while leaving a slimy trails as we go.
This is what happened to Celine from a very young age, and now he has a small shell that protects and covers his body. Also, once he detects our presence, he will become a very fast creature, making us remember his most important phrase: I may be slow, but I am quick to help anyone in need. So we can think that he is very understanding and will always be there to help us. But the truth is that the phrases of these creatures are usually the opposite, since Celine causes a lot of terror and chaos to whoever meets him. So we have to pay attention to the way he looks at us. There will be times when we have to run at full speed, maximizing our coordination and reflexes, and other times we have to stand like a statue so that he doesn't detect our presence and runs right at us.
We hope you like these epic and cute babies. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to continue creating more videos like this one.
That's right, but after all, continue creating your new ability.